What's up everyone, I'm Dan, and firstly I want to say a big thank you to Rockerplay for the Steam review code for Spells and Secrets, and another big thank you to DD Bash who reviewed this one on Steam for the channel. I'll also be adding my own thoughts about the Nintendo Switch version in this review, so grab your snacks and drinks and get comfortable. Developed by Alchemist Interactive, Spells and Secrets is the latest release that combines a magical adventure with a roguelike experience. It is currently available on Steam, Nintendo Switch, Xbox and PS5. You start the game by creating your character to start your new journey in the Wisdom World at the Academy of Griffenstein. The character creation menu does do well at making you create your perfect wizard persona, including a variety of hairstyles, skin tones and textures. The first character you meet is Professor Amanda Ventura and the Griffin Merlin, who is the protector of the Academy and has watched over the school for centuries. Ventura welcomes you in and you are instructed to head to the living quarters where you rest for the night. A strange event occurs during the night and this is where the main adventure begins. You awake to the intercom requesting all students to meet at the schoolyard, and this is where you start the tutorial and you're introduced to the gameplay and the mechanics. Players learn quickly that the game works similarly to a dungeon crawler where you need to defeat all the creatures before being able to progress through to the next area, and ultimately meet a boss at the end of the run. You can defeat the creatures in creative ways, from using telekinesis to move tables to block attacks, or even pull creatures together to damage each other. You also have offensive and secondary attacks which allow players to learn more unique ways to defeat the strange creatures in the academy. While the game does give the players the ability to focus on the target, the aiming can feel quite strange, especially on the mouse and keyboard. It takes some getting used to, and players who use a controller may have a more comfortable experience. After the first boss, you return to your professor and classmates and begin your journey in solving the mystery behind the event. Rescue students who are still trapped in the academy, solve puzzles, discover artifacts and upgrade your abilities. Along your journey, you have access to a smartphone that allows you to keep track of your spells and loadouts, access and more. You also discover that there are 4 student factions that you can join, as being part of one increases your reputation, which rewards you with cosmetic items and a spell once the requirements have been met. The game is also up to 2 players, either in local co-op mode, or if you're playing on Steam, you can remote play online. The art style of the game is gorgeous and very reminiscent of Disney's early watercolor backgrounds meets Dark Academia. The living quarters and the academy is decorated with dark wood and Art Deco themes, giving the game an overall cozy environment with magical elements. My personal experience with Spells and Secrets on the Nintendo Switch was a bit of a mixed bag at first. I found the game to be slightly jittery with character movements, visual and frame rate issues, and lengthy loading times. Despite these setbacks, I did find myself enjoying the game the more I played. More so surprising that the game wasn't the cozy game I had first imagined it to be, and lent heavily on its roguelike mechanics, meaning that each run feels different to the last as you acquired different skills and took on enemies in different ways. The controls did take some getting used to, as the aiming system doesn't always work the way you want it to, sometimes selecting enemies or items that you don't want to target. Once selected, however, you can change your target by moving the right analog stick left or right. Seeing both games running side by side, it's clear that the Steam version of the game is a smoother experience, and apart from some of the issues mentioned with the Switch version, it does hold up quite well. Hopefully there will be a patch, and I know as of writing this review there will be one coming soon as it has been approved for updating. Spells and Secrets is a delightful dungeon crawler roguelike game that allows players to challenge themselves with puzzles and hidden secrets. It has a range of NPCs who help you along your journey, all with their own tips and tricks and unique dialogue. Whilst the aiming can feel strange at first, there is a certain charm using the spells in unconventional ways to defeat opponents. The added bonus of being able to play this one locally with friends is great and keeps this one feeling like you want to revisit. Despite some issues with the Nintendo Switch version of the game, it's still an enjoyable adventure, and hopefully these will be sorted out with upcoming patches. Players that love everything magic and want to show their support for indies will find this to be a must-have for their collection, but others may feel that a sale will be more enticing. There's no denying many similarities with a certain school of witchcraft and wizardry, so if you're a fan or want an alternative, then Spells and Secrets may just scratch that itch. Spells and Secrets is out now on all platforms, priced at $20.99 in the UK and $24.99 in the US on Steam, and $24.99 in the UK and $29.99 in the US on the Nintendo Switch. If you've played this title, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time.